Don't. Pouring concrete ain't working.
What? No, because if it self-levels.
That's right.
Yeah. You might have to give it a little bit of encouragement, just in the odd place here and there.
Oh, you can't piss it up.
Yeah. Is that 500 mil on the footing?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah. It's only a shit house.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
Will be by the time I built it.
Don't tell me you can't see it from your place. It don't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one can see it. It's behind the edge.
The smell when Mike is in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Colonel Groper. What a great name. Hey.
What's in the weather? We put right there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hello?
Hello? A bit wet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit wet, yeah.
A bit now. Yeah. I wanted 3-3, really. I didn't want to be short.
Yeah.
Oh. This could end badly.
Don't reckon you're far away.
Hey?
Don't reckon you're far away.
Shrink back a bit, mate.
Yeah.
Concrete too, isn't it?
Yeah, be all right. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Ian.
Bye-bye. Right, it's just gone 3 o'clock. The guys are packing up now, as in Dave and Dave. So that's the concrete. We wanted to get the concrete in for the footing today if we could. Dave's off doing another little job. Next week but he should be back, could be back maybe next Thursday, Friday. See how the weekend goes. Obviously we got a short week again next week because there's bank holiday because of the coronation, but not that it matters. I mean, this project we're on now is kind of been added on to the veranda. It's literally one of those things where common sense would say financially don't do it now, because I spent a few quid on doing the veranda for the missus, but like Dave said, I'm kind of here. If we don't do it now, it could be next year before I get a chance to do this again. And I'd kind of promised the guys, as in my own staff, that I was going to do this thing. So yeah, so we're doing it. It's gonna make my finances a bit tight, but it's one of those things I'm kind of obliged. You let me out? Thank you, mate. Thank you. So that's what we're doing. We're putting in facilities for the staff. Basically, it's a farm toilet. It's, like I said, it's one of those things we've always wanted to, intended to do, and it's like having kids. You could never afford them. I mean, if you decide to have children, you already know before you started. Well, most of us anyway. You already know you can't afford them, but you're going to do it anyway. So it's kind of like that. I mean, putting a toilet in for the guys on the farm will not earn a penny. It will never earn me anything. But the convenience of having a convenience at the farm, out of the house, it's just, once it's done in a year or so, it'll just be there. It'll just be done. We'll have forgotten about the expense stuff. Again, I could have just got in a little porta cabin, or I could have hired in a plastic toilet and got it emptied out. But I looked into that. That's like 30 quid a week to hire in a site toilet for my guys, bearing in mind they don't actually spend that much time on the farm. They're usually out on site. Well, 30 quid a week times 52 weeks times 10 years, and it's a plastic dunny. It's kind of, I don't want to do that. I'd rather build something that's kind of permanent. So we're going to do it properly. We're going to put it on a proper footing. All right, the footing is only 500 mil deep. It's not a metre deep footing, but it is literally a small block shed. So it's got on a 500 mil footing, which is down to regulation depth below ground level. So there's going to be 18 inches of blocks on top of that 500 mil before damp course. We're going to insulate the floor, and we're going to put in one cubicle for the time being, but we'll put in the potential to plumb in a second one later on if we wanted to. So basically future-proof it so we can turn it into two should we need to. But for right now, it's going to be a single cubicle inside that building with a separate wash basin, facilities they can wash their hands or whatever else, and the idea is to put a bar heater in there, which give them somewhere else to, like I said before, they can hang up wet clothes and it can drain. So it's only going to be a concrete floor. We're not going to do anything, well, I don't think we're going to do anything tiled or that. It's literally going to be a concrete floor. Fairly simple affair, but it will be well insulated. If we're going to heat it, we might as well insulate it properly. Otherwise we're just burning electricity. Again, it's one of those things, I spend a bit more money on the build now, putting it up together, insulating it properly. I've done a deal for a decent door and a double glazed window in there with some friends who do double glazing, and I say we've done a deal, we're hashing out a deal where I can put a door and a proper window in it probably for no money. I might have to swap it for a service or some firewood or some wood chip or a mixture of the two, but it's quite likely that bit won't cost any money. So, and I'll always do stuff like that. If I can go, could I have that, and I'll swap it for this, because that's the sort of thing the tax man can't do anything about that bit. So everything else I'll have to pay tax on, but stuff like that I can get away with that. So anyway, I think with this, because it's a business expense anyway, and we will put it through the books as a business expense because it's for the business, I think we can probably claim all the VAT back anyway on this one. So I'm going to try to. Definitely going to try to. So, not part of the house, it's not residential, it's an outside toilet for the use of my staff and any visitors to the farm who need a loo. Then I will have the facilities. That means people don't have to come into the house again. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, very exciting. I know, nothing to do with tractors, nothing to do with combine harvesters or corn or cattle or sheep or anything like that, but most farms, if they had the choice, if they don't already have it, would have an outside loo for the use of staff and visitors, etc., because you just would. So now we will. Okay? Right. Okay. So if you want to help me pay for the building of this toilet, all you got to do is press the like button. Okay? Won't actually really earn anything, but it just increases the, increases the popularity of the video. So pressing that like button might earn me 0.001 of a penny. But enough if you do it, it'll help. In fact, go back for all my other videos and like all them as well, and then you might actually earn me £1. And you could help my guys with their necessary requirements, and my wife with not having to put up with their necessary requirements. I won't paint any bigger picture than that, I think you get the idea. All this chatter to do with digging a hole and creating a toilet. I know. I do talk some crap sometimes, don't I? I'm sorry.